I love sports.
Sports.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 SuperTalk, Mississippi.
Somebody asked me coming in, where's the bowl game going to be? Across the street on the practice field, Monday is where our bowl game's going to be. And I say that, but that's the process, and that's where we got to keep our players at. Because we go 6-6, nobody's going to want to come to Shreveport. Just being honest. Nobody's going to come there. You guys dropped 6 in a row. You guys suck. If we come out next week and we don't play well, all of a sudden everything changes. So we got to make sure we do a really good job of managing what we control. Somebody asked me coming in.
Coach Charles Huff, the head football coach of the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, and those are his comments before the game against Arkansas State at Arkansas State, and about the importance of getting yet another win and taking control of the Sun Belt West, and also not thinking about a bowl game right now. And no matter where it was, he was just emphasizing that games are won on the practice field. Hello, welcome y'all to the Sports Page here on SuperTalk, Mississippi. And welcome to all of our listeners on 97.3 and 99.3. Glad to have you. Of course, Southern Mississippi beat Arkansas State 27-21 on ESPNU on national television. The Eagles are 7-2, 5-0 in conference play. That's the first time of being 5 wins in conference play and being undefeated in 22 years, y'all. And 7-2, it's the mark that's consistent with maybe winning 9, 10, 11 games. This team is still getting better. And so now what happens is that Southern Mississippi welcomes Texas State. They come into town on Saturday. And why that's important. It's a game where the Eagles, if they find God's favor on it, on their efforts again, would be 6-0, and it would be after waiting to see Troy playing Old Dominion, which is on Thursday, right, on national television. If Troy, which is a 10-point underdog, loses to Old Dominion, then Southern Mississippi, if the Lord gives them yet another victory, our guys will go to South Alabama next week with a chance to wrap up the Western Division of the Sun Belt, which has never happened. And that's not been any division championship for football since Southern Miss has been in the conference of the Sun Belt. And it would be the first division championship since Coach Monken's group back in 2015, 10 years. So we'll see. We'll see as all of it unfolds. So I do know this is that for sure there are 3 regular season games left, including a big one at home this coming Saturday. There's a lot of emphasis online by getting folks the opportunity to come. It's going to be a great day on 2:30 during the afternoon. And so the Eagles, which are just they're really, really playing well in a game where so many different things didn't go the best. You had 6 turnovers, but not a lot of things going the right way in a lot of other different areas. And winning on the road, no matter what level you are, it doesn't matter if it's community college, D1A, D1 AA, high school, it does not matter. Winning on the road is difficult. And the Eagles have had 3 road games in the conference and have won every one of them. And so 2:30, everybody, is the kickoff for Saturday's game at the Rock, and it's gonna be good. Gonna be good. Welcome to all of our listeners on south of Hattiesburg, all the way to Stone County on 97.3, and all of our listeners north of Laurel on 99.3, east to west, Marion County, west, all on the other side of Wayne County, east. Y'all, we got a lot of other stuff we're going to talk about, including the Class 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A second-round matchups, the Class 7A, 6A, and 5A first-round matchups. Y'all, the playoffs are in full scale as we head into this coming weekend on Friday. And some of our area teams are competing, in fact, a number of them. And so we're going to run them down to you. All these are in the south part of the state in South Mississippi. Biloxi will be at Oak Grove. Biloxi's won 3 games, so they'll be playing Oak Grove, and the Warriors, they play well at home. Brandon is at Ocean Springs. Northwest Rankin is at Gulfport. D'Iberville will be at Petal. The Panthers, you can hear that game on 97.3. The Panthers inside Petal football, you can hear that on tomorrow night with Coach Marcus Boyles here on 97.3 on Super Talk. So D'Iberville at Petal, and that's going to be a good one, and really, really cheering for our Panthers on that. Pearl River Central will be at Hattiesburg. The Tigers are 8-2, y'all. They finished the regular season 8-2 under their first year head coach. It is Terry at Pascagoula. George County is at Picayune, and Hancock is at West Jones. All those are good games. So Hattiesburg's hosting, Pascagoula's hosting, Picayune is hosting, and West Jones is hosting. In Class 5A, Northeast Jones will be at Brookhaven. South Jones will be at Wayne County. We can tell you that Sumrall will be at Stone, and Purvis will be at Laurel. So there'll be Northeast at Brookhaven, South Jones at Wayne County, Sumrall at Stone, and Purvis is at Laurel. Those are the 7A, 6A, 5A matchups. In Class 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A second-round matchups in the MHSAA, it will be Macomb at Leake Central. Macomb is 9-1. Leake Central's 9-2. In Class 4A, Poplarville will be at Forest. Forest is 9-2. Newton County is at Columbia. The Wildcats, of course, ranked in the state's top 10, will be at home. They're 11-0. Morton is at Pass Christian. PCS is at Raleigh in Class 3A. PCS is 8-3. Raleigh 10-1. Should be a really great game. McGee is at Franklin County, and Seminary is at West Marion. West Marion is 8-3. In Class 2A, Kemper County is at Water Valley. Clarkdale is at Amite County. Clarkdale's 8-3. North Forest, the Eagles, the alma mater, is at Heidelberg. Heidelberg's really good, the defending state champion. They're at 9-2. Mize is at Weston. Weston is undefeated at 10-0. And Bay Springs is at East Marion. That should be a really, really good game. And in Class 1A, Lumberton is at Nanawaya. Stringer at 9-2 on Dan Brady's team on the road at Simmons. Simmons is undefeated at 9-0. Leake County is at Bogachita. Bogachita is 8-3. And South Delta is at Taylorsville. Taylorsville is 7-4. So those are your matchups in Class 7A, 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A in the state of Mississippi. And, of course, y'all, all those games, every one of them will start at 7 o'clock. And, you got to win to stay. And if you don't win, then, well, it's time to clean out the locker room and get a firm handshake and be told it's a great year. But in Mississippi, if you make the playoffs at this level, at this time, you've had a successful year. Some notes from across our area and around the state. Missy Bilderback is successful in her first week as the new head coach for the Lady Golden Eagles. They won their first 2 games the Lady Eagles did. In fact, they're on the court tonight with a game that started at 6 o'clock. Ole Miss and State were perfect as well. The William Carey Crusaders won the Southern Athletic Association Conference Soccer title for the 5th straight year and received the automatic bid to the NAIA playoffs. And they beat Asbury to win the Collegiate Conference South title. You'll hear more about that, I'm sure, on Crusader Talk. Know as well that we've got not only football and soccer, we've got some conversations about all this bowl stuff, right? Ole Miss is already bowl eligible. Southern Miss is bowl eligible. And Mississippi State has to win one of its last 2 games against, I think, Missouri and Ole Miss to be bowl eligible. More on the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles, grabbed win number 7 with its win over Arkansas State. Y'all, it was just huge. Josh Moten did something that I had never seen. I was sitting there, standing over there on the sideline, and Joshua, who is an awesome young man, intercepted 3 footballs in the same game. I had not seen that. Of course, the leading tackler in the Sun Belt is Chris Jones. the wonderful sophomore, forced 6 Red Wolves turnovers. Chris Jones, he led the team in tackles, had 6 solo tackles and 7 assists, and 528 yards of total offense for Southern Mississippi. And, but still, it came down to that last play and seeing Amir Foster get that interception in the end zone, as Arkansas State was hoping that last ditch effort would give them a chance to have the say-so with the leadership of the Sun Belt West. But there's a new sheriff in town, everybody. Southern Mississippi is 5-0, but it's a big one this weekend, big one. 2:30 kickoff at the Rock, Southern Mississippi against Texas State. And it's huge. It's real huge. And hopefully, if you'd like to come, man, there are tickets that are available and affordable. Go to southernmiss.com. What a great time to take somebody out, take a group out, see a college football game on campus. Great atmosphere. More of the sports page continues, everybody, when we come back.
This is The Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 SuperTalk, Mississippi.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to SuperTalk, Mississippi. We're rolling around here, and we're just glad to be here. Hope you and yours are doing really well. And don't forget now, it's supposed to be a little cold tonight. It's supposed to be in the lows, around the 30s, sometimes in some places in Mississippi in the 20s. So everybody just kind of, watch the cold snap tonight. It's going to be warmer toward the rest of the week, but we're supposed to get that snap tonight. If you'd like to be a sponsor of this program, a whole lot of local programming here on SuperTalk Mississippi, just go to supertalkhattiesburg.com or supertalklaurel.com, and you can get some information. And radio is the way to go. It's the way to go. So with us right now, y'all, is our good friend Sean Wansley. Sean is the sports information director at Jones College, and I hear noise behind this man, so he's got stuff going on. So Sean, what's happening?
Well, right now, Mitch, I'm at A.B. Howard Gymnasium. It's Coach Trista McGee-Whitman's home debut for the Bobcats tonight, and right now, Jones has an 80-36 lead over Reed State out of Alabama. We've got about 6 minutes, 53 seconds left to play, and it's been all Jones, of course, this whole game. They beat this same team last week by 30 over at their place. So Coach Trista's team is about to go to 3-0 on the year, and they will be taking a trip up to West Memphis, Arkansas on Friday to play ASU Mid-South, and they will play National Park College out of Arkansas on Saturday. So off to a great start for this women's basketball team here at Jones College under Coach Trista McGee-Whitman.
Sean, I tell you what, with basketball, and, you've got that now ongoing, and Lord have mercy, but I tell you what, you've had some other sports play this fall, including that volleyball program over there. Tell us a little bit about that, and how did all the soccer stuff end up?
Yep, volleyball. Coach John Dusoy's team, we went over to Calhoun Community College in Alabama on Saturday and played Calhoun in the Gulf District Championship game. And Jones won the first set 25-22. Then we lost a close second set, 26-24. A close third set, 25-21. And in the fourth set, we lost 25-23. So we lost in 4 sets. Great effort, had a great chance to win that game and could not. But the Bobcats have a chance as an at-large team to go to the national tournament, and that will be announced on Wednesday of this week. So hopefully the Bobcats will receive some good news there. It's going to be very tough, though, to get that at-large bid. But 30-5 record on the season, I should say, for Bobcat volleyball. Another great job by Coach Deuce And on the soccer front, Coach Brendan Conley's team, they won the conference championship for the 6th time in 8 years. And then over the last week, I should say, they went up to Ridgeland and that's hosted by Holmes, and the Bobcats defeated the Itawamba team in the semifinals. That was the only Mississippi team that beat us all year. So we beat them 2-1 in the semis. And then we played the Hines Eagles in the championship match on Friday. And it was 1-1 after regulation, 1-1 after the first overtime, 1-1 after the second overtime. We go to penalty kicks, and each team made their first 7 penalty kicks. And then the Bobcats, we made our 8th kick, and Hines missed theirs, and we ended up advancing to the national tournament via penalty kicks, 8-7. Quite an amazing game there. So Coach Conley will be taking the Bobcats to the national tournament, I believe, for the 3rd time in his coaching career. And that will be held in Wichita, Kansas, starting this weekend. So we'll find out tomorrow who they will play. They go to a pod system when you get to the Nationals. So Coach Conley and the guys will be receiving good news tomorrow. It's been a great year for them, and hopefully they can continue that into the Nationals. And Coach Dolores Deasley, our women's team, we won our semifinal match on the women's side over the host Holmes team, beat them 2-1 in double overtime. Grayson Holder, a young lady from Northeast Jones, scored our winning goal in that overtime. And then in the finals, we played the defending national champion Northwest, and they defeated us 3-0. So Coach Deasley and the Bobcat women's soccer team will find out tomorrow if they will receive an at-large bid. They have a great shot. You're looking at Jones and Holmes and Gulf Coast all with a chance to make the Nationals, and somebody will receive some good news tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be Coach D and the Bobcats. But another great year for our soccer programs, both of them, no question about it.
Y'all listen to Sean Wansley, Sports Information Director at Jones College, and he's giving us some information about all these multiple sports, and he's at a basketball game. Give us a quick rundown on the basketball teams. I mean, what does Trista think about our women's team? And I know Coach Mueller got a good team usually every year.
Yeah, Coach Trista's very excited about her team. About to go to 3-0 here in just a moment. We're up 88-44 with 4 minutes to play. Yeah, just outstanding performance tonight. On the men's side, Coach Newton Mueller's team, they're ranked number 7 in the nation. They're off to a 3-0 start. Last week, they defeated South Arkansas here at A.B. Howard 112-86. And in that game, we had a young man by the name of John Dixon. He's out of Memphis, a 6'7" forward center. He had 16 points, 27 rebounds, and 10 assists in that game. And also 4 steals and 4 block shots. Just an amazing game for John. And I saw he's from Memphis, and the next day I saw where the University of Memphis had offered him. So he's a very, very talented player. Braylon Barnes had 25 points in that game, another outstanding player. Dylan Rowe, Wesley Lindsay, some outstanding players on this Jones team. And you have a chance to see them tomorrow here at A.B. Howard. The Coach Mueller's team will be hosting, if I can remember off the top of my head while I'm doing this game. Oh, yeah, we're playing Three Rivers College out of Missouri. That's a traditionally strong program. So 6 o'clock tomorrow night, come out to A.B. Howard Gymnasium and watch the Bobcats play Three Rivers. It'll be a good game. And then next Monday night, it's a doubleheader when Jones will be hosting Lawson State with the women starting at 5, followed by the men at 7. And one more game for the men this week. They go to Mobile on Thursday and play Bishop State. So basketball is certainly in full operation, and both teams are very good. It looks like Coach Mueller's team very talented. He's got a very good team, Mitch. They've got some big guys, big backcourt guys, some young men that can score inside and out. And I think he's very excited about this team again this year. So hopefully both teams can perform well and go a long way this year.
My goodness. Wow. You've covered so much stuff. Anything else you want to add, Sean, and how can they keep up with them Bobcats?
Yeah, I got to add one more thing. In this brutally cold weather, we are playing our first home golf tournament today and tomorrow at Laurel Country Club. And after one round in that cold and extremely windy conditions today up in Laurel, Coach Bob Harrington's team leads the tournament. They have a one-shot lead over East Central, I believe, and a three-shot lead over Gulf Coast. So the Bobcats golf team, they'll be out tomorrow to finish it up, hopefully. And people can go to jcbobcats.com for all the main information about our teams, and they can go to X, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram and search Jones College Athletics for more information about our teams.
My goodness. Thank you so much, Sean, and hopefully we'll talk to you, my friend, same time, same place next week. Okay?
All right, Mitch. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Sean Wansley, Sports Information Director at Jones College, giving us the lowdown on what's going on. Of course, lowdown for these playoffs that will start in Class 4A, y'all. Macomb at League Central, Poplarville at Forest, Newton County is at Columbia, Morton is at Pass Christian, PCS is at Raleigh, McGee is at Franklin County, and Seminary is at West Marion, Class 3A and Class 2A, Clarkdale at Amick County, North Forest is at Heidelberg, Mines is at Weston, and Bay Springs is at East Marion. In 1A, Lumberton is at Nanawaya, Stringer is at Simmons, Leake County is at Boca Chica, South Delta is at Taylorsville. All those games, y'all, will be played at 7 o'clock. In Class 7A, the big boys, Biloxi is at Oak Grove, Brandon is at Ocean Springs, Northwest Rankin is at Gulfport, DeIverville is at Petal. In Class 5A, Hattiesburg is at home against Pearl River Central, Terry is at Pascagoula, George County is at Picayune, and Hancock is at West Jones. Northeast Jones is at Brookhaven in Class 5A, South Jones is at Wayne County, Sumrall is at Stone, Purvis is at Laurel. That's the MHSAA playoffs. We'll catch up with everybody else in just a little bit, but in the meantime, we'll talk about what's going on with Pearl River and their volleyball program this year. Had a great year. More of the sports page here on Super Talk Mississippi in just a moment.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 Super Talk Mississippi.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Page here on Super Talk Mississippi. Y'all, we're rolling and going and getting ready for a huge football game on Saturday. Y'all, Southern Mississippi versus Texas State, kickoff at 2:30 p.m. At M.M. Roberts Stadium. Y'all, it's huge. And it's one of the biggest games that is going to be played at the stadium. And why am I saying that? It's because there's so much that's on the line. The Eagles are 7-2, 5-0 in Sun Belt play, and they have a chance to really kind of go a long way in sewing up some things if it can win against Texas State. 3 more regular season games left, 2 at home, Texas State, and then on the road at South Alabama next week, and then the week after is against Troy. So, so go to southernmiss.com, get more information. It's some affordable tickets if you want to really be a part of a really great atmosphere. And y'all, the weather's going to be awesome. How about that? It's really going to be awesome. Speaking of awesome, y'all, we're going to talk to the head volleyball coach at Pearl River Community College, Coach Haley Chatham. Y'all, she had an awesome year. Hello, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to hear your voice.
Likewise. I tell you what, every time I talk to you, it's like y'all done something really good. And y'all done something really good this year. I tell you, breaking school records and winning 28 matches, my goodness, and all these other different things. First of all, tell me a little bit about how you guys, when y'all started out the year, some of the things that you wanted to accomplish, and then now that the season is complete, just Haley, tell me a little bit about those things that you felt like y'all did accomplish in a really historic year.
Well, I'll tell you, at the beginning, we didn't really know how the season was going to pan out because we were bringing in a lot of freshmen, 9 freshmen.
Mm-hmm. I remember us talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in JUCO, you get half a new roster every year, but we only retained 5 sophomores. So in the years that you're freshman heavy, they tend to be a little more difficult. But these kids came in and surprised us all. I mean, we knew they were good, but when kids show up and they're better than you thought they were.
Come on,
that's
right.
Always, that's always, we must be living right when something like that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, they came in and they did a great job. Our sophomores, they turned out to be some really good leaders. And I don't know, it just all came together pretty well.
So tell me a little bit about, you talked about that freshman group that came in. When did you know? I mean, you get them ready, they go through practice and you're working them, and then when did it click? I mean, when did you see them like, okay, whoa, they took all the knowledge and things in the preseason and then start cultivating to helping the program having, the most wins you guys had in a season?
Well, like I said at the beginning, we were a little unsure because our preseason camp was pretty rough. We had to take a few days off even, But that's another thing. Whenever you bring in a lot of freshmen, they aren't quite used to that and maybe didn't do the prep that they needed to in the summer. But once they got through those first 2 weeks, and I think our season started maybe the 3rd week after they moved in, I don't know, they just really found a rhythm. They were excited for every game day. They were excited to come to practice. They worked hard. They asked questions. They all just tried to get better. And I don't know, a few matches in, we could tell, especially our outsides and our new middle that we brought in, they were scoring a lot of points. And we brought in a really, really good setter from Lewisburg. And she broke the record for assists in one season for Pearl River, and she ended up 2nd in the conference in assists. So,
wow.
I don't know, it's just a great group of girls, and they're just committed to it, and they did a great job, had a great year.
Y'all are listening to Coach Haley Chatham, the volleyball coach at Pearl River Community College. Record for victories this year for her school. And now, Haley, you know what happens when you get a record wins. You're trying to build for next year, right? So
I know it. Next year we're bringing in 13 freshmen.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're going to be loaded down next year, but we got a great class coming in. I'm really super excited.
Tell me though, Haley. We talked last time. We were talking about now so many community colleges. At one time, I know we talked about maybe 2 years ago. Maybe we were talking about how community college volleyball, it was like school after school after school and school. And now a number of these schools now have volleyball programs. Talk about that. I mean, in the community college system now.
When we started in 2019, it was only us, and those were the days we had to go to Texas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, just begging people to play us. And now, let's see, this is my 7th season at Pearl River. Now there were 9 teams this year, which is a, totally different dynamic for me. From being the first one, now there's a lot of competition and recruiting. We have a lot less travel, which we really enjoy.
Yeah.
That's been super nice.
Yeah.
Next year, there's going to be 10, and then I think in 2027, there'll be 12.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really taken off, and it's just a great opportunity. The sport has really taken off in our state, and I'd say the last 10 or 15 years, and more girls are playing. They're playing club. More clubs are, popping up around Mississippi. And it's great because a lot of times the girls in our state, they did not get an opportunity to play after high school, because we were just kind of behind in the sport. A lot of, in the north half of our country, girls play volleyball whenever they're 6 years old. Here we play softball because of the climate, right?
Right.
So they've, a lot of the recruits came from the north half of the country. But, now we're getting more Division I and Division II, recruits, and then now we have our own JUCO league here for girls to be able to play in. And then go on to university. After that, we've sent quite a few, and a number of our JUCO programs have sent quite a few on to play in Division I and II in NAIA programs. So it's just been a door opened, for a lot of girls, and we're just going to keep working to open more.
So, Haley, do you think because these opportunities are growing up and just kind of going and growing in the community college league, that has basically, I guess, stimulated the prep and high schools in our state because there are now more opportunities for these girls?
Maybe so, and I kind of think it was first the growth in the high schools that stimulated the JUCOs to start, right? It started becoming really popular, and more and more girls were playing. But now I think, we can give that back to them, and more girls will keep playing because they'll see that there's opportunity for them afterwards.
Wow. So last thing, if there is a mother out there or a dad or an uncle or aunt or maybe an older brother that has a young lady that's playing volleyball, and you see them having the potential of going to a higher level, what are some of the keys as a coach that you can pass along to them that will be important for them in their growth and in their hope to be a collegiate volleyball player?
Well, I'm a big proponent of high school programs. I think that they need to try their best to be a part of their high school program, no matter what level that program is. There's just something about being a part of that and learning to have a pride in your team and your school, The next thing is they need to belong to a club. And like I said, there are a lot of clubs in Mississippi now where they can go and play on the weekends, play really competitive matches, which helps a whole lot. I wouldn't say there are too many girls, even in the JUCO leagues, that haven't had club experience before, getting recruited and coming. But there's all different levels of clubs, all different, price ranges or travel, like what you want to do. So, it's something that everybody can be a part of in some way, for sure. And then other than that, I would say just reach out to coaches and email, over and over again, and you'll get an answer back for sure.
Right. Well, Haley, congratulations, and the one thing I know about sports and having coaches like you, y'all not only change your scoreboard, but you change your life through what you're called a coach and what young people that you're assigned to, and I just appreciate you, and man, continued success to you. Doggone it, keep doing it, and hopefully we'll keep talking about it.
All right. Well, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Haley. Thank you so much.
All
Haley
right,
Chatham, y'all, the volleyball coach at Pearl River, 28 victories this year. That's a school record. And, volleyball, y'all, affords so many opportunities for these young ladies out here. And we're so glad that Mississippi is finally growing. And we have a unique community college system that can afford even more opportunities for a lot of our young people. And the MAIS, y'all, give you some of these scores in Class 1A. Newton County Academy beat Claiborne 48-20 last week, and so they'll continue in the playoffs this coming Friday. In Class 2A, it was Class 3A. Wayne Academy beat Riverfield 28-24. 28-24. Wayne Academy won. In Class 4A Division 3, Brookhaven Academy beat Simpson Academy 27-14. And that was the MAIS playoffs first round last week. So continue, y'all, to support our young people, and those are just some of the local ones. River Oaks beating Silver Bay 40-34. And when they play, y'all go support them. Please support them. Speaking of supporting, y'all, again, Southern Miss taking on Texas State after a big win against Arkansas State, and it was huge. And so know that the offensive coordinator for Southern Mississippi is Coach Blake Anderson, and of course he's awesome, man. Coach Anderson's great, and Coach Huff was asked about having Coach call plays at the place where he used to be head coach. And Coach Huff had he's awesome. He had these words to say about having Coach Anderson come back and call plays at the place where he used to be head coach. Let's listen to Coach.
huge shout out to him. This is a special place. Also, his son's that passed away, his birthday was Friday. So I know this was a really emotional moment. His wife is from here, and she came down, and there's a lot of family members here for him today. So I'm really proud that he got to walk away with a win. He's done a great job for us this year. I couldn't be more proud of him. Just all he's been through. And I told him when we pulled up, he helped build this place. Regardless of where it's at now and who's been before, he helped build this place. So really happy to have him, really proud of him. Glad we can get him a win today.
Coach Charles Huff, yes, sir. Southern Miss versus Texas State, 2:30 at the Rock, y'all. It's going to be jacked up. Going to be great. Tickets affordable. Go to southernmiss.com for more information. We'll cross the T and dot the I. Don't forget that Crusader Talk is at the top of the hour. We'll be back.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 Super Talk, Mississippi.
Welcome back to Super Talk, Mississippi. Y'all, we want to invite everybody to our car, truck, and bike show. That is on this coming Saturday, y'all, between 10 and 2 at Temple Baptist Church. Yeah. We had people call in all today saying they're going to register a vehicle. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day out there. And we even had someone said they're going to bring an antique tractor out there. Heck yeah. So that's tomorrow. Saturday. You can go to the car, truck, and bike show. You want more information, go to southeastmsfca.org. It's also on our Facebook page, FCA of Southeast Mississippi. All the car dealers out there, you got something you want to put out there on the lot? Hey, yeah, we got sponsorship information. We sent all that to you. If you want, you can always email me at mitchellwilliams@fca.org before Saturday, and we can get you hooked up. I want to thank Todd Mixon, our board leader from our board, who's leading this. If you want to talk to him, he goes to all these car shows and what. He'll be there. Call him at 601-596-4298. Todd Mixon, 601-596-4298. Of course, you got the info on the website, registration, all of that at southeastmsfca.org. If you want to go to the car, truck, and bike show, that is on Saturday at Temple Baptist Church. I want to thank Coach Haley Chatham for being with us, and of course Sean Wansley for being with us. And we heard from Coach Charles Huff. Big game this coming Saturday, y'all. Yeah, it is 2:30 at the Rock. Southern Mississippi versus Texas State. Eagles 7-2, 5-0 in Sun Belt play, and a lot of folks around the country watching. It's good. It's good. It's good. It is good. I want to tell you that the Crusader Talk's at the top of the hour on 97.3. The Lady Crusaders won the Southern Athletic Association Conference soccer title. I'm sure they're going to talk about that with Joshua and Caleb, and gonna be good. Hey, y'all, y'all know that the Lord always spoke in parables, Jesus did. And one of them is in Matthew's epistle, chapter 13. And he was making this analogy about the kingdom of God. But he always used this analogy about seed and soil, right? And verse, 6? Let's say a farmer went out to sow a seed, verse 4, and as he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among those thorns. In verse 7, it says, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Then he finished this up by saying, whoever has ears, let him hear. You know, it's crazy how environments are so good. We're talking to our staff about the power of an environment. You know, if the environment is really good, it's a chance for growth, right? So how's your environment? Your environment at home, environment at work, environment at school, wherever you are. What's your environment like? I read one quote. It said, "You arrive at a village, and soon in a healthy environment, one starts to hear an echo." Yeah, right. You start at the village, and it's just a little small place, and then after a while, if the environment is really healthy, one starts to hear an echo. A few thoughts on that. Know that your climate and your environment influences your decision, y'all. If you're in a place where you're not seeing a whole lot of fruit, well, your climate, which is your barometric pressure, your temperature, sometimes it can go up and down. It might influence a decision or two. Your environment provides color of strength or uncertainty. Do you know that the colors around you can say a whole lot about your disposition, your mental disposition, your physical disposition? If it's dark all the time, a lot of times you might think dark. If it's light, you might think light. Your atmosphere rules your environment, meaning the air you breathe. Oh, who's in your space? Yeah, it does. It rules your environment. Yeah, it does. It affects a whole lot of stuff. Nobody else does, but your air rules your environment. Your eyes in your environment control your vision. What do you see? Do you see things around you that uplift you, motivate you, and move you, or things around you really kind of take you to another place? Your environment is worth any investment, meaning, sometimes, we want to do the same old thing the same old way. That works, but if it's producing a product that's not getting any better, maybe it's time to invest in something else, right? Right. If you're driving the same car and it's got the same old problems all the time, maybe it's time to look at it. That's just an analogy. And then finally, your environment often determines your productivity. I think that's the most important one. Y'all, if you're in a place where you want to grow, good, and you'll see the fruit of it. But if you're in a place where you're not growing, well, you won't see any fruit there. And it's time. Just remember that your climate and your environment influences your decisions. Your environment provides a color of strength or uncertainty, and your atmosphere, your air, rules your environment. And finally, your environment often determines your own productivity. We'll talk more about that as we get ready, y'all. We only got about 9 more weeks before the end of the year. How about that? From all of us to all of you, we hope that you have an awesome, incredible week. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Love a veteran. Embrace a veteran. Send love to a veteran. We're going up to the Mississippi Veterans Center tomorrow. Pray for us. We hope to talk to you same time, same place next week. Take care. God bless.